Hey, Rainbow here, and welcome to my channel. How is everyone doing? Thank you for being here. I have a lot of videos. Please make sure to like and subscribe if you're going to be here. Let's talk about this KTM RC390. So this is going to be a quick one. I am going to do a complete and total review of this bike once I get more time on it. Right now, initially, I have about 320 miles on this bike in a little over a week. Definitely different seating position. Why did I buy it? Well, there's a whole other thing that we'll discuss on that. I am waiting for the Pikes Peak to come in. It should be in next week. Maybe. I don't know. We shall see. In the meantime, I have been riding this little RC390, and I have to tell you, it is fun. It is a blast, and I am really enjoying riding this bike like a ton. It is really a great and fun bike. So I'm going to give you three top things on an initial, just a quick go through right now. Number one, like I just said, it's fun. Number two, it's lightweight, which means it's very flickable. You can just pound this thing around, so it's extremely nimble. So that's one and two. Number three, what do you think it is? Come on. What do you think? What do you think number three is? Come on. Well, it's inexpensive. It's a very inexpensive bike, so it is really well made. So ultimately, this thing handles extremely well. Now, of course, I'm coming from a Ducati Multistrada. It's 170 brake horsepower, but let's talk about that a little bit. Okay, now, it feels underpowered, and that's because it's only a 390cc. But here's really the bigger issue with this. Because it's so light, the bike feels good. The problem is this Euro 5 crap, all right? Because they have to make this compliant, this bike is really not as responsive as it can be. So for this 2022 version, I am hoping that someone is going to come out with a killer combination exhaust and retuning. This ECU needs to be flashed in the worst way. So yes, I get it. It's definitely underpowered when you're coming from something like a Multistrada, but it's so lightweight. It's so much fun. It's great. Now, what's another thing that's kind of a downer with this? Well, it's the gearbox. It's supposed to come with a quick shifter. The upshift is not the best. The downshift is actually pretty good. So the downshift for blipping is great. No problems, but the upshift, you have to come off the throttle in order to get it to shift, and it is clunkier than hell. So that is one of the problems with the bike. Of course, you know, and the third thing is that because it's a 2022, it's not easy to find aftermarket parts yet. All I want are some case sliders for this thing. It's one of the first things I want are some case sliders. I can't find any. I don't want frame sliders because bike's going to go to the track. So I'm hoping I can get some case sliders, and I want to get some other body work for the track, because if I lay this puppy down, it's going to be very expensive to replace all of these stock OEM fairings. But right now, initially, what I can tell you, this bike is fun. I've had it on 95 right on the freeway, keeping up with traffic. This bike can easily go over 100 miles an hour. Takes a little bit to get there, but you will get there. It feels extremely stable. When I put it into supermoto mode, I can slide the rear end around a little bit because it disengages really the ABS and the traction control in the back. So the bike feels really good. Today, I had it on a little course that I go on. It's in a industrial park, but it's this big, there's 4 corners on it, and I reverse directions. And I was pushing on it pretty hard, forgetting that I left it in supermoto mode, and I was really unable to spin up that rear wheel. Of course, there's some obstacles there with some manhole covers that are just happen to be perfectly lined up in the corner, so I was trying to get around them. So I haven't pushed it to the limit yet because I still have to get the first service done, because I only have 317 miles to go on it. So in another 300 miles, I should have this bike, the first service, and after the first service, we're going to go ahead and I'll be able to kind of hit this a little bit harder. If you are aware of anywhere that has that has aftermarket parts for the 2022, such as case sliders, maybe a better, I don't want an exhaust unless I'm going to have the retuning. I don't care about the noise. I really need the tuning to kind of bump this up a little bit. Right now, it's just really, you can tell that the bike is held back and it's not as responsive. It's a little slacking getting up to speed, but it feels pretty darn good. Anyway, I hope you like it. This is a quick one. This is Rainbow. Please like, please subscribe. Thank you for being here, and have a good day. Bye-bye.